Welcome to DMS News. I'm Isabel.
And I'm Olivia.
Today is October 13th, and for today's lunch, we will be having a Navajo taco, mixed vegetables, and a fresh brownie cup.
We also have the option of pepperoni or Canadian bacon pizza or burrito.
Let's go to the pledge.
I pledge allegiance.
Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Flag football today during lunch. All teams need to be on the grass field at 11:30. Games will start at 11:35.
Let's go to sports.
MTV, welcome to our crib. Come on in. I'm Taylor. I'm Taylor. This is sports. Boys basketball trials are next week. Hey Olivia, how's it going?
Pretty good.
For the MLB, the Royals beat the Astros 9-6, and the Mets beat the Dodgers 13-7. What's up, Olivia? How's it going?
Pretty good.
For college football, Utah beat California 24-30, and BYU beat the Pirates 45-38. What's up, Olivia? How's it going?
Pretty good.
That's sports. Book drive ends tomorrow, so get those books to your 8A homeroom teachers. Let's go to the freshman football team.
Okay. We don't have a game this week. We have a bye until next week, on Thursday. And it's at Pineview. But then and then varsity has a game at Dixie. And that's all I know. So adios. Bye.
Today is the last day to get those shirts and hoodies, so get buying.
Let's go to weather. What'd you do?
Weather.
You skipped that whole thing.
Weather.
Weather's after volleyball.
Right now?
Do it.
What?
Go. Oh my God.
Go.
Okay. Today is a high of 92 degrees and a low of 62 degrees.
Clear skies all day today and no wind.
Tomorrow is the same temperature.
During fall break, there will be scattered thunderstorms.
7 miles per hour wind during the break.
Everyone have a nice break.
Let's get those reflections done. The due date is October 30th.
Let's go to our volleyball team.
Dixie High volleyball plays tonight against Hurricane. It's our last home game, and varsity plays at 7 o'clock.
Freshmen and JV play at 5:45. Sophomores play at 4:30.
Olivia, do you have a story for us?
Yeah, I do. It's amazing how an act of kindness from a complete stranger can completely turn your day around. Rebecca Garvinson, who's scared of flying, was also traveling with an infant. It doesn't get much more stressful than that. Before the plane took off, her daughter began crying, and she could not get her to stop. That's when she met Nefesha Miller, an angel in disguise. Somehow something amazing happened to me today. I will never be able to express how grateful I am for it. If anyone has ever traveled with an infant, you know how stressful it can be. I have been planning this trip for quite some time, and has had the most stressful time about flying alone with Riley and all of our stuff to look around with no help. As soon as we got onto the plane at 5:30 a.m., it was very quiet and it was a full flight. I noticed that the 2 seats next to me were taken and this couple looked very annoyed. I decided to ask the other flight attendant if I could move up 2 rows where there were 2 empty seats next to each other and I'd have more room to do stuff. She said yes, and the next thing I knew, I was sitting next to this amazing woman. Riley wouldn't stop crying no matter what I tried to do. So she asked if I didn't mind if she tried, and of course I let her. As soon as she had her, Riley stopped crying. When we got into the air, she fell right asleep and slept in her lap the whole flight until we got to our gate.
That's awesome.
Do you have a story for us?
Yes, I do. 2 to 3 nights a week, Dr. Jim Withers rubs dirt in his hair and muddied up his clothes before walking the streets of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. searching for the very people he was trying to emulate. For 23 years, Withers has been searching for the homeless under bridges, in alleys, and along riverbanks to bring them free, quality medical care. He calls it street medicine. It was actually really shocking how ill people were on the street. It was like going to a third world country, Withers said. Young and old people with mental illnesses, runaway kids, women who fled domestic violence, veterans, and they all have their own story. What started as one-man mission has blossomed into a citywide program called Operation Safety Net. The organization provides a mobile medical van, walk-in clinics, a computerized database of homeless patients, and the ability to track and assist patients with health care and recovery. In addition, Withers started a nonprofit called the Street Medicine Institute, which supports communities in starting their own medical outreach programs for the homeless.
That's great.
Thanks for watching the news today.
And have a great fall break.